Hey guys, how's it going? So, we've got a bit more radio news today from the Buffalo, New York market. So, last week, almost 2 weeks as of this video, sports moved to the FM. So, 550 now simulcasts on 107.7, displacing Country the Wolf. But we've got even more news now. So today, the news broke that that Buffalo Toronto Public Broadcasting is going to be changing 94.5 WNED's broadcast license from non-commercial to commercial. And that 94.5 will now be a commercial station, which is going to air like a mix of talk radio, news, and adult album alternative, which I believe that's mostly going to be broadcast in the evening hours. Now, the NPR programming, like Wait, Don't Tell Me, Morning Edition, and some other shows like that, forgive me if I'm getting that wrong because I don't really listen to NPR, but that's going to be moving to 88.7 FM, as you can't air NPR on a commercial station. So this is definitely a bit of a change here. Now, on this channel, I don't get political, and in real life, I try to stay off the subject of politics, but I'm just stating something that's a fact here. The Trump administration ended the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which means a lot of money has been cut from public broadcasting. So public broadcasters around the country are kind of scrambling around trying to figure out what to do. So this is pretty much the main reason for the change. As of now, public stations have to rely solely on personal donations, much like a religious station would have to. So WNED, for that reason, is shifting to a more commercial format, but under the ownership of Buffalo Toronto Public Media, or is it media or broadcasting? But yeah, that's kind of what's going to happen here. Now, here's an interesting fact. WNED is a grandfathered superpower station, and Buffalo has 3 of these. Let's see, WNED broadcasts at 94,000 watts. And then 99.5, which has a religious format, broadcasts at, I think, at 110 watts. And then 102.5 broadcasts, I believe, at 110 watts too. Now, for years, 102.5 was WTSS and had an adult contemporary format until K-Love bought them, or as Robert from Hobby Man ZXZ likes to say, the virus, which, in my opinion, it kind of is. I have no love for EMF or for K-Love, just so you guys know. But anyway, back on subject. I'm curious to see how WNED is going to do with a commercial format. Is this going to make it, or is this going to lose a lot of money, and are they eventually going to be forced to sell the station? Now, I don't want to be a doomsayer. I'm not in the know in any way, so I don't want to jump ahead too much, or I don't want to jump to conclusions here, but just being honest, I think WNED is going to struggle a little bit to find some footing in this. Now, they very well may eventually find their way. I'm not sure. But this is a bit of a tall order to take. And this is going to be really interesting to really see how this turns out. If this doesn't turn out, then WNED is, they're likely going to have to sell 94.5 to a commercial broadcaster or to another non-commercial organization. But who knows? It might make it. So that's a spot of interesting news, and I think nationwide you're going to start seeing this more. As I said, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting is now kaput, and it's definitely a big shift in the radio landscape, for better or for worse. Well, guys, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen with WNED? And I'm going to ask the question here, too. And I'm going to start to gauge kind of where a lot of my viewers are from. Do I have anybody here from the Buffalo, New York area? Western New York area? If so, let me know. Well, guys, that's going to do it for me. I want to thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And as always, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day.